What's good, everyone? Today we're gonna be installing wheel spacers. We're gonna be working on the rear, and I'm gonna show you guys what I do to install wheel spacers and actually measure how much of a thickness of a wheel spacer that you might need. So let's get right into it. There are many reasons why a lot of people get wheel spacers. Well, obviously, sometimes they want to push the OEM wheel out, or it's for clearance issue once they get new wheels. There's many things that why people resort to wheel spacers. But there are a lot of people that are skeptical about wheel spacers, saying like they break when you guys drive them and everything like that. Well, it's pretty important. It's important that you guys get a forged wheel spacer, and you guys get the correct center bore. Whereas this one, the Lexus is 60.1 center bore, and this is actually a 60.1 center bore. So you guys have to get the correct one, and then obviously get the correct bolt pattern, and obviously the thread size. And then once you guys get that all completed and make sure that it's forged, right specs and everything like that, then you guys can go ahead and just jack it up, put it on. Make sure you guys torque the bolts to the spec that you guys torque the lugs on the wheels. So once you guys get that on, and then you guys could just put the wheel on and torque it down just like that. So, and this is where I'm gonna show you guys where to measure the amount of width of a wheel spacer that you guys need. So it's important that we focus on this portion, especially the bumper tab right here. It's important that you guys get this measuring tool. I'll show you guys in the light. And this measures in millimeters, and it's actually very important that you guys measure in millimeters, because wheel spacers are basically sized by millimeters. So there's like a 5 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 10 millimeter, so on and so on. So you guys would measure the tire size, the side profile of the tire, 40 width, side profile tire. And the reason why I'm telling you guys that right now is because you guys want to make sure you guys get into a clearance issue. Like this gap right here from a side profile of the tire to the inner fender, you guys could just measure it by your finger. It's roughly to the point of this first indentation of my finger. And then you guys could just measure it from there and all that. Y'all could just measure it from there. That's pretty much it. That's about 18 millimeters. So, and then I made this tool where this is 15 millimeters thick, and then I basically marked where the top of the tire sits is like right here, and then this is the edge of the rim. So the reason why I do this is because when I place it like this, I make sure that it doesn't touch anything when it's on a driving mode instead of park. And right there, it touches the tab. Yeah, so it shows that you might either need to fender roll even more, make clearance, relocate this bumper tab, or just raise the car in general. So this is the side profile of the tire, and then this is the rim itself. Put it like this again. You see that's touching right there. But it's clears from here to here. So we're definitely gonna have to be working on this bumper tab. But most likely I'm gonna be raising the car just a little bit because I really want the front wheel spacers to be on the front as well. Alright, so this side is done. The wheel spacer is torqued down, properly installed. Even the wheel is finally torqued down, and the coilover has been raised about 8 to 9 millimeters higher. So it was sitting like somewhere right around here, as I remember. But now it's not coming in contact with the bumper tab, and no issues here. You still have room right here. It's like about finger length, or finger width. But it makes a huge difference to see how much the wheel's been pushed out compared to this side. so let's go ahead and finish off the other side and see how this looks. So I finally adjusted the front ride height as well to go along with the body line of the rear to the front. So I noticed that I was doing some measurements with, hoping that if I get a 15mm wheel spacer, it will fit, right? Nope, I was wrong. So in order for me to actually put a 15mm wheel spacer on this wheel, or in the front in general, I have to remove the fender liner because this point right here comes in contact very closely. So, and then there's another portion right here, but this part has a lot of clearance compared to this side. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. But yeah, so definitely in order for me to actually run the spacers, the fender liner has to be definitely removed, which I'm not going to be doing that because I want that to be on due to the fact that it's a major factor of the car. I took mine off the TL, kind of regretted it, but it's going to keep it like this. Looks good. The rear fitment is like semi-flush, but that looks good. I really like it. So if you guys do want the link to the wheel spacers, I'll put it in the description below for you guys. So overall, this looks good. And to sum up everything, once you guys get wheel spacers, make sure it's the right spec, the right center bore, the right bolt pattern, and also make sure it's forged material as well. And then torque it down properly, like how I showed you in the video. And then after that, put on the wheel, torque it down, and you're all set to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I really hope this video helped you guys out to whether or not to decide to get wheel spacers or not. So hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.